Howdy boys, it's NPC. In this video we're going to be customizing the Pfister 811, which is one of the fastest supercars in the game. I know I've said that in the past like 2 or 3 videos, but it's kind of just true. Like, this is literally one of the fastest cars in the game. It has one of the absolute highest top speeds of any vehicle currently in the game. Yeah, we're going to make one look pretty, so here we go. In case you guys aren't aware or wanted to know, the Pfister 811 is based off of the Porsche 918 in a real life. Super pretty car, and I think they got the back end down. The front end looks a little more Dolphin like, I think, in the game, but it's still a pretty car nonetheless. I think the shape overall is very sexy. Armor and brakes, we're gonna max those babies out. And let's see what options we have for our front bumpers. You know, I'm actually quite liking one of the stock bumpers, but I think the Euro vertical bumper bar would also look pretty good. It just looks a lot more Aston Martin-like with this. And then it looks like it's smiling, and it's, see, it looks like it has 2 mouths, because I feel like this is supposed to be a mouth, and then this is also supposed to be a mouth. So I'm kind of like a little bit at a loss as to like what to do. I think we're just gonna go with the painted front bumper because it allows the car to keep its overall shape and like the look of the front, and I think it's very pretty already. It doesn't like mix match the face, you know, and I think that's kind of like, we want to preserve it, we want to make it look good, so we're gonna go with that. For the rear bumper, we can only go with the carbon rear bumper, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. For the engine, we're gonna max that out, of course. For the exhaust, oh, custom shotgun exhaust. Does that change anything on the sides? No, it is on the rear. I'm kind of confused as to what each of these are doing. It's probably the color. Is this one carbon? Oh, okay, I see. So the shotgun exhaust pretty much removed the pipes right there. I do think they look quite nice, actually. Oh, then it adds this exhaust at the bottom. I think it looks better on the top of the car, actually. We're just gonna go with the double exhaust for now. I do like that the silver pipes stick out and are on the top of the car. I think it's like meant to be placed there, you know? So we'll go with that, and we'll play around with that as we see fit. For the lights, we're gonna go with the xenons, and then for the plate, of course, we're gonna go with the yellow and black. Fits into the back very nicely. And then onto our primary color. I think there's a lot of colors that you can do with this. This is my crew color. It looks really good. I do have one of these in a diamond blue, but oh my god, it's just such a good looking car. I think it looks good in almost every color. Holy. Okay, I'm not really digging the yellows so much. That's the only color that I've seen so far that makes me not super inclined to pick that, you know? But all of the blues are very pretty. Yeah, this is the build I have on my other 811, but I'm kind of thinking we go with something a little more fiery today. We could also go with the cream. I think cream looks beautiful in this car. But I was thinking about doing some kind of red. A red 811. Oh, that's making a statement for sure. I am quite liking this formula red. The only thing is I feel like the neutral colors are just so good on this car. I'm really digging the cream. I think that's the one that's probably giving me the hardest time right now, wanting to pick a cream instead of the red. Let's do a little comparison right here. Cream and red. Oh my god, I almost feel like it looks better in cream. Okay, the build I'm gonna do is pretty much applicable for whatever color you're gonna do. It's just a color and like some black rims, probably match the accenting as we always do. So we're gonna go for red for now. If we want to change it later, we totally can do that. That's an interesting set of secondary colors to change. Could for sure match that formula red. It's quite bright, but then there's black accenting. What about a matte? No, matte does not look good. How about the primary color pearlescent? I think it looks better as like a deeper color. Dang, I really want to keep this section darker, but it's kind of not really letting us because the pearlescent is overlapping it, and I don't think it looks very good leaving it. So I think we're just gonna have to go ahead and change it to a red, which I am not really complaining about. Formula red and red are literally the same, so we're just gonna make it red, and I do think that looks quite good. I might want to add a little bit more black onto the front if possible. Let's revisit the front bumpers really quick. Okay, yeah, I think it might be better just to go with the stock bumper so we have a little more carbon in the front, and I think it looks really good anyway, so we'll just leave it like that. And then onto the roof, we can add, whoa, is this new? I totally don't know if this is new or not. We could leave it convertible, but I am kind of thinking that we throw a roof on this baby. I don't think the carbon roof looks very good just because it's so like isolated. It's not really ingrained into it. It just feels like a bad cut. Like, this is the mess up that makes your barber say that you gotta go bald, you know? So I'm thinking instead of the no roof that it comes with by default, we throw on the regular roof, and then it's kind of like ingrained a lot more into the car. Nice, I like that. For our skirts, we're gonna add some carbon skirts. Oh yeah, okay, now it's really coming together. The carbon accenting is present. For the spoiler, oh my god, that's so lame. We're gonna do it. We're gonna add the low level spoiler just because I want that traction bonus, but then it takes away from our carbon, which looks really good. I think that's ingrained so well. It's a shame that we don't have more options, but it is what it is. Competition suspension, transmission, we're gonna max that baby out. Turbo is gonna get tuned, and for our wheels, I'm actually pretty excited to experiment with the new wheels because last time I customized this car was a very long time ago, and I don't even think the new rims were out yet, so we're gonna take a look around and see what kind of things we can add. I feel like Segoys would fit this thing really, really well. But we'll take a look around first before we decide. You know, I think we're actually going to go for the Mercy concaves. I think those look absolutely beautiful. This car does seem to need a lot of spokes in order to fill out nicely, and Mercy concave does provide us with just that. And then for our wheel color, of course, we're going to black those babies out. Oh, we could even go with the white. The white doesn't look too shabby. Ooh, gives us a little candy cane build. This is very Ferrari-esque, you know, being all red with the white rims. It's totally Ferrari. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would pick between the black and the white rims. I'm almost digging the white rims more. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's a little too clowny. We're gonna stick with the black because I think it just fits the best. It's gonna be more general, more universal. Like I said, if you guys wanted to throw on the cream, I kind of do want to take a look at that after this just to make sure. But we're gonna throw on some bulletproof tires. Tire smoke I am gonna leave stock this time. I just feel like black wouldn't fit the vibe we're going for right now. It's like aggressive but still clean. It's not like a street like tuner kind of car, you know. It's still a Porsche. For the windows, I'm digging a dark smoke. I think it's kind of like a little classier to have a dark smoke, still allow you to see the inside just a tiny bit. Yeah, okay, this looks super good so far. I do want to revisit the exhaust because if we can change this from like red to black, then I think it would look far better. Yes, okay, there's the stock one, and then there's the shotgun exhaust. That's pretty tough. I do like the chrome pipe sticking out. I feel like it makes it so that you know it's an exhaust, you know. I don't like how they get thrown in the bottom of the car. So we're gonna go back to the stock exhaust. I think that's the best option for us right now. Oh, okay, so the secondary color you can change in order to change the spoiler. That's good to know. Okay, see, now that I've like kind of completed the build and blacked out everything, I don't think the cream looks as good anymore. I feel like I'm really enjoying the red. I think now that we've balanced the back out a little bit by throwing back on the stock exhaust with that's black instead of red, this car has like the right amount of balance between the red and the black. So I'm actually really digging this, and I think our build is complete. So let's take this baby out. All right, let's do a little sound test. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad sounding. It is a little generic, but it's got a nice purr to it, you know? Like, it's not the craziest, most unique sound ever. It's nothing to rave about, but it's not bad. As for this car's performance, this thing is an absolute demon. It does have an incredibly high top speed at 136 miles per hour. It's either first or second fastest supercar in a straight line. The other one being the Torero XO. It takes off very quickly off the line, as you can see right here. Gets up to speed super fast. So it does have quite good acceleration and top speed. The biggest thing is the handling. The tires don't really like to stick to the ground. It's like if I'm holding left or right all the way, then my car is pretty much guaranteed to spin out. So while manageable, you do lose a lot of speed in the corners, and it's just something to think about before you make the purchase and whether or not you want to use this car in races. But overall, I think this is an incredibly good looking vehicle, and I personally really enjoy this thing, even though I know it's not the best handling vehicle in the game. It's not all that expensive, so I do think it's quite worth its price. If you guys are interested in grabbing one of these for yourselves, you can find it under the two-door section of Legendary Motorsport for $800,000, down from $1.1 million. Do I think this car is worth your money? While it's on discount, I do think it's very worth it for its price. I think you're getting a great looking car, and it's really fun to drive just because of its acceleration and top speed, just kind of as like a free mode car. And for under $1 million, that's so cheap in today's GTA economy. So I personally would grab one of these. If you guys don't have one, give it a try. I think it's a great addition to your garage because it looks fantastic as well. But if you're looking for a race car, then I would not recommend it, despite it being so fast. If you're looking for something more competitive with the high top speed, then I would go for the Torero XO, because that one is kind of just like, it does what the 811 does but better, and that car looks really good as well. And as sad as it is to say, even handles better in the corners than this one does, which is kind of like a feat of its own because neither car handles well in the corners. But if your plan is just to have some sauce in free mode and have some fun, then the 811 is the perfect vehicle for that, and on sale for all of this week, so you guys should have plenty of time to go grab one before the discounts change once again. I'm just trying to make these cars as sexy as possible. That's going to wrap it up for this customization. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of my customization. Maybe should I have gone for the cream or the white rims? Let me know if you guys are going to go grab this one or perhaps the Torero XO, because both cars are fantastic, but I do think this one is iconic and is a lot cheaper as well. Super fun car. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. There will be more content like this coming out in the future. And with that being said, that's all for this one. So take care, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.